Hey, it's Vanessa Petronelli here. It's been a little while since I've done a live video for all of you. So, here I am in my home in San Diego, and I wanted to talk a little bit about today and create a discussion around this idea of putting it out to the universe. So, a couple weeks ago in my Soul Aligned Success Sisterhood, it's my signature program that I run with women. This topic, this theme of putting it out into the universe came up in discussion, and it was so profound for me when I had this realization about this, which I'm going to talk to you about throughout this video, that not only did I have a discussion about it with them, but I also thought it would be really helpful for all of you too, because it's a term that a lot of spiritual people like to use very freely and willingly, myself included. I've been in this habit of it too. So I am not saying this to judge this particular saying or affirmation, this statement. Okay, this is not about judgment. This is about creating the awareness and the power of our own words. Because when I actually sat down and thought about that statement, it occurred to me, after using this for years and hearing a lot of other people use it, that we give a lot of our power and our free will up to something outside of us still, even if it's the universe. Now, don't get me wrong. In all of my work, hi Drew, in all of the work that I do, it's about working with the universe. It's about working with your soul. It's about working with spirit to create and design your most epic life and business. And listen, I'm all about that. But what I do find that's happening with a lot of people is that they will desire something, they'll want to create something, they want to bring something into their life, and they simply say, well, I'll put it out to the universe and then it'll bring it to me. What we're forgetting, hi Sarah, hi Jeff, what we're forgetting is just how damn powerful we are as creators. I wrote a post about this week, and when we say, hey, I'm just going to put it out there, what we're basically saying is I can just keep it out there and I don't have to take the necessary action steps to be able to create the things I want to see in my life and my reality. So putting it out there is really keeping it out there. You're not taking the action, you're not doing the necessary things that you need to do to work with the universe, to work with spirit, to work with your soul, to work with life, to bring that very thing into your reality. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, Unity. So we've got to be really aware of our words, because our thoughts, and you may have heard this before, and this is like basics of like law of attraction and all that, but I'm going to say this again. Our words are powerful. Our thoughts are powerful. Our feelings are powerful. And we are creating our reality in every moment of our day. So when we are not actually creating, we're saying we want things, but we're not actually taking the steps toward it, our words, our thoughts, our feelings are not in support of those things, we keep those things out of our reality. So a lot of us can say, oh, I really want to take that vacation. I really want to invest in myself. I really want to make more money or be happier in my career. But then we say, I'm putting it out to the universe, or if it happens, it happens. C'est la vie. That's life. What we're really saying is, it doesn't matter if I have that. Hi, Janice. What we're really saying is, it's okay if it stays out there because I don't want it bad enough. When you want something bad enough and you line yourself up, you align to spirit, you align to the universal energies that are supporting you. Because the universe doesn't know what you really want. It doesn't have a right or wrong. It's just energy. That's all it is. And the energy is supporting you, and you're working with it to create your goals and your dreams and your desires. Hi, Lisa. Or you're not. So one of the biggest flaws, one of the biggest issues I had with the law of attraction, The Secret, which was teaching about some of the law of attraction, was that so many people read that book and watched that movie and they thought, oh, I'm going to imagine that I want something and I'm going to put my feet up and not do anything to get it. I'm not going to take action. And that is absolutely complete fallacy. That type of thinking is erroneous. Because then a lot of people think, oh, well, the universe has let me down. Spirit has let me down because the very thing that I've put out, that I've wanted, that I've been thinking about, visualizing about, didn't happen and didn't come to me. And then we feel this resentment towards life. We think life's not fair, that we don't get the things that we want, that some other people get things and we don't. But the truth is when you want something, you really want to create something and design something in your reality, okay? You have to create it. So me envisioning the success that I've had in my life did not come from me just putting my feet up and reading some spiritual books, reading some business books. It came from me taking relentless, consistent, inspired action and being consistent in my connection to spirit, to my soul, to make sure that everything that I've been creating has been in alignment. And every message that I get, because here's the thing too, a lot of us think, oh, working with spirit, working with the universe, it's very new agey and woo-woo. I get it. For some of us, we're just not there yet. We don't understand it. So what we don't understand, we tend to judge or we just don't have interest in. But here's the thing. Life in your soul, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is very practical. You see, life supports us in having everything that we truly desire. If it's in alignment, of course. But when we don't take the action on it, it doesn't transpire, it doesn't happen. And one of my coaches that I worked with recently in the spring was telling me about a story about Elizabeth Gilbert. I don't know if any of you have ever read Big Magic, but Elizabeth Gilbert talks about the idea of one of her books that came to her at one point in her career, and she didn't take action on it. Oh, you're so welcome, Unity. She didn't take action on this idea of this book. I don't know, a year later, 2 years later, I'm kind of paraphrasing this at this point because there's just a point to it. She met somebody who actually made the exact same book that the original idea had come to her. So that's the thing. Sometimes ideas, the things that we want end up, if we don't take action on it, they end up going somewhere else. So the point in me sharing all of this is stop putting it out there. You can put it out there and then make sure that you get so aligned and so still and so quiet with yourself that you receive the internal guidance. Hi, Melissa. To take the necessary action steps to get what you want, to have what you want. I'd hate to see you for the next several weeks, months, years, saying that you've been putting it out there to have something that you really know in your heart and soul is what you truly, truly want to create and have for yourself, but not take the action, not think that you have to be Isaac, that you have to be an action taker in this process. That's not how this works. Too many people sit back and are waiting for life to give them things rather than taking life by the horns and saying, I'm going to do this. The most successful people in the world have a lovely balance of being and doing. I should say the most successful soul-aligned people in the world who are experiencing both success internally and externally are the ones that are balanced between being and doing. That's the secret here. That's the secret sauce. That's the secret sauce to what I've created. And I want that for you too, which you've got to be willing to do the work. And that is challenging for a lot of people. It's really challenging to do the work because it's easier just to sort of sit back and say, oh, I'll wait for things to happen. I'll wait for the universe to bring those things to me. That way I don't have to face the fear of actually meeting the universe halfway, meeting life halfway. So what that can bring up for a lot of us is the fear of failure, the fear of success, the fear of what other people will think of us, the fear of how the world will respond. But when something is really near and dear to you and important, my goodness, you will find a way. You will find a way to make it work for yourself. Hi, Pieta. Yeah, inner and outer work, that's the key. So I don't say this to judge you or anyone. What I'm saying is to really notice when you are saying that, when you are putting that out there, and if you're actually feeling the call to take action so that you can get those things that you want. Because I've done this so many times in the past. I'm going to put it out to the universe, and if it happens, it happens. It also, as I'm saying this too, what I'm also feeling and connecting with in that is that sometimes we say that when we actually don't want to be responsible for the things that we're creating. We maybe don't want to be honest that that very thing that we're putting it out into the universe, whatever it is that we're asking for, we're not actually really wanting it. And that requires a lot of self-honesty, like radical self-honesty. Aw, hey Piera, love you. Zach, love you, my beautiful soul sister. Thank you. So when you say that, rather than just kind of being passive in this process, because that's really what that whole statement is, it's kind of passivity in that sense. Ask yourself if what you're putting out is really what you want. And if it's not what you want, then check in and ask yourself, what is? What is it that I'm really, truly desiring? What is it that's really going to help me to create more fulfillment? Because I think at the end of the day, no matter what, we're all wanting to feel fulfilled in our lives, in our relationships, in our businesses, in our finances. We want to feel a sense of fulfillment, but it starts with us. So, you can have the things that you want, but please, my friends, stop putting it out to the universe. You can put it out, but make sure that you listen to the inner guidance to take the necessary inspired action steps so that you can meet the universe, you can meet spirit, life halfway, so that you can start to bring those things into your reality. Don't push it out. Meet it halfway so that you can start to really create the things that you want. So I'm going to open this up. If there's any of you that have any questions, to type it in the comment section. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have about this particular topic or manifestation or the things that you're connecting to or you're desiring to create. And, you know, I know this is a little bit of vulnerability. Yes, amen to fulfillment, Piera. Share, you know, where maybe you have found yourself doing this. Oh, yes, thank you, Dave. That's lovely. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. So if there's no questions, I'll maybe wait another like 30 seconds or so. I would love to do Q&A with you. You have me here. This is, you know, my heart and soul, my mission in life is really to help. I've been working with women actually predominantly. Hi, Christina, for a little while, and it just kind of what ended up unfolding in my business. And I help women, you know, accomplished entrepreneurs, influential women, creative professionals, entertainment industry professionals, to really get aligned with who they are so that they are increasing their level of success and fulfillment, all in a way that is true to their femininity, in a way that is true to their souls and to their missions that they're here to create and have on the planet. And all of my work is just like a super blend of the spiritual and the practical and strategy, and doing the necessary transformational work, energetic work, physical work, emotional work, mental work, so that they're fully aligned with where they want to go and what they want to create and achieve in their lives. So all of this, the manifestation process, all the things that I'm talking about, is a blend between both of these worlds. You can't just be too focused on doing, and you can't just be too focused on being. So I also want to reiterate that too. We can put it out and be passive, but then there's also some of us, and I'm a doer, I like to get things done, I've always been that way, where we're actually overdoing it and we're not in creating enough space to allow things to come into our reality either. So it may be wise for you to sort of track where you're at in that process, because being too far on one end or too far on the other may not be getting you the results that you really want either. And I've seen that. I've tend to lean more towards the doing, as I just mentioned, and what happened to me was a lot of burnout, a lot of frustration, and I wasn't seeing things budge, where it really required me to take a step back to really allow life to support me and to receive the necessary guidance that I needed in order to move forward on my journey. So think about that. Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate that. I really do. So I'm going to start to wrap this up. If there's no questions or anything that you have, maybe we can do Q&A another day. I would like to start doing more of these live videos. I really enjoy connecting with all of you in this format. So share, you know, I really would love for you, if there's anything that I can ask you to do, is just share this with your tribe, share this message with your friends, with your family, You know, people need to hear this. This work needs to get out into the world. You know, if we really want to see change happen on the planet, it starts with each of us. So share these messages with people you care about. And if you are really feeling called to start stepping it up and playing a bigger game, you are a woman who's a badass boss babe who really, really wants to take your life, your success, your finances to the next level, reach out to me. I currently have a couple spots open for some new clients, and I'll be doing pre-enrollment soon for my Soul Aligned Success Sisterhood, which is really exciting. I love this program. I'll tell you more about it another time. So reach out, share, comment. Everything is appreciated from the bottom of my heart. For the last 8 years that I've been doing this professionally, my commitment is to getting this out into the world so that people know that there's more than what's happening with what we're currently seeing. And we get to design our reality. So if we want to see a world that is more full of love, a world that's more full of hope and possibility and positive change, then we've got to do that inner work on ourselves. And we've got to be that change that we really want to see in this world. So sharing is caring, and I'm here for you. Reach out anytime. I send you so much love. The sun's going down, so this is like the perfect moment for me just to kind of have some appreciation for the end of the day. And I appreciate all of you for watching and tuning in. Sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.